This is question 11 of the November 2020 paper 1 exam, and it's the probability question. Let's just get started. Okay, Harry shoots arrows at a target board, and he's got 50% chance of hitting the bullseye. He's pretty good. He's got a 50% chance of hitting the bullseye. So they're telling that right up front. Calculate the probability that Harry will hit the bullseye in his first shot and then in his second shot. Well, that's just very simple. I don't need a diagram for that or anything. 50% means 1 out of 2. And you want to find the chance of two things happening in a row, you just multiply them together. So that's my answer. A half times a half is a quarter. Now it says, calculate the second question says, calculate the probability that Harry will hit the bullseye at least twice in his first 3 shots. Well, for this one, a tree diagram would be good. And now what I did, because I was a little lazy, I didn't want to build my own diagram, I did a coin toss. I did a coin toss, and I put that into Google and said, give me a picture of that tree diagram because that can really help me. Well, here it is. If you flip a coin, if it's a 50% chance of head and tails, there's your first branch. One chance in 2. And then if you flip it again, you've got one chance in 2. But this shows you all the 4 things that can happen. All the 4 things that can happen. Then if you flip the coin again, hey, there's 8 different things that can happen. This tree gives you the whole thing. But what we're going to do is, my cat's making lots of noise back there. What we're going to do is, instead of head and tail, I'm going to call the head, let the head be a bullseye. So 50% chance of getting a bullseye, and a T's a miss. Bullseye and miss, and just pretend it's like that. And then let's take a look down the tree. If you do it 3 times, you could get 3 heads in a row. That's one thing out of 8 that can happen. You could get 2 heads and then a tail. You could get a head and a tail and a head. And you could get a tail and a head and a head. Well, there's only 4 things out of 8 things that are at least 2 heads, at least 2 heads. And so that's how you get your answer. There's 4 out of 8, which is a 50% chance of getting at least 2 bulls. And that's it. Just the way it would be a 50% chance of getting at least 2 heads, because it's a 50-50 thing. We'll do the second part, which is a little bit tricky, in the next video. Okay.